Hello, my name is Anastasia and welcome to my makeup class, The Art of Color. Color is an important way for people to receive information and form an impression of what they see. Color perception is the basis of 62% to 90% of opinions. That's why I believe that this course is crucial and essential. Color has a significant impact on us and our subconscious. After this course, you will have better understanding how to find your shades, master the art of blending different shades. You will comprehend how to use color to highlight your beauty, acquire knowledge that can be utilized not only in makeup but also in your outfits, interior design, and overall creativity. What is necessary to complete this course? You need mirror and all the makeup products that you possess. First of all, I want you to take a look at yourself in the mirror now and look at yourself carefully, preferably using daylight. I'll be doing it with you. What am I hoping you will see? Take a close look and discover all of your different shades of skin, eyes, and hair. So I'm going to begin with myself. My skin has a warm undertone. How did I understand this? A warm undertone can be noticed when veins appear through the skin with a greenish tint. If your skin tone is closer to bluish, it means that you have cool undertone. This can easily be checked by looking at the veins in the hands as well as the veins in the neck and around the eyes. My skin tones are more like olive, yellowish, and greenish, so I have more warm tone. When it comes to eye color, it is never uniform. There are no blue, green, or brown eyes. It is always a mix of several shades. The main colors of my eyes are yellow, green, brown, and blue. Let's talk about the lips. They are pinkish in color, and my hair color is chestnut with a red warm tint. Studying yourself will lead you to find many beautiful, authentic combinations of various shades that we will use as a basis. And I'm going to show you some examples to help you better understand how to analyze your skin. I took pictures of models online and tried to choose different types. Let's take a closer look at Bella Hadid. It's not easy to determine her color type from photos as it heavily influences the lighting used. According to her selfie, most of Bella's colors is warm. Warm green, blue, and warm yellow shades are present in her eyes. The skin color has a greenish bronze undertone and the hair has a little bit red. The next model is very interesting looking. At first her skin appears to be warm, but if we take a good look around her eyes and lips, we'll notice a very rich blue-purple undertone. The hair growth area seems to be slightly cold reddish shade. I think she has a mixed type where there are elements of both warm and cold, but mostly it is still a cool type. Two sisters, but completely different. Gigi is an example of an absolutely cold type. She has very rich cold blue-gray eyes. This purple dark circle shade is a clear indication that the skin has a more pinkish undertone. The hair color is dominated by cold yellow shades, resembling a light greenish olive shade. And here we see a model with a completely warm tone. Look at how she has a yellowish, warm, wavy shade of hair, and her eyes are full of herbaceous shades. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of summer. There is even a theory of dividing people by seasons. I think you've even heard of it. I don't like this theory at all because it doesn't take away creativity and imagination, but this girl, yes, when we look at her, she wants to remind us of summer with all her shades. Well, again, a very interesting combination. At first glance, many people, especially not carriers of brown skin, feel that all people with brown skin have warm type. But this is not true. Look at the cold colors in this girl's type. I see a lot of cold red here, purple dark circles that are usual to the cold type, and also especially noticeable cold brown, slightly black color of her hair. Then the amazing pink shade of her lips. And here we are again with the warm tone girl. By the way, if you have a warm shades, pay attention to the elbows, the area of the lips and chin. They often give a yellow-green shade. This photo highlights the yellow shades on the skin near the nose and the same color on the folds of the lips. And the last photo, it was quite difficult for me to identify. In general, I think her shades are more cold in real life. Violet undertone of dark circles, dark walnut hair color, but also a lot of warm brown color in the eyes and warm peach on the lips. So I'm guessing she's got a mixed type, which means warm and cold shades are perfect for her. Why did we do it? Besides that, now you can see all your shades. Probably you've seen this wheel before. It's called Eden's Color Wheel. Eden's Color Wheel is a tool for matching color combinations. The scheme helps designers and artists to create a palette in which the shades harmonize with each other. The scheme was designed by Johannes Itten, a Swiss artist, teacher and designer. He wrote the book Arts of Color, in which he formulated the theory of combination of shades and described the principles of working with a color wheel. Johannes Itten believed that when colors and impressions do not match, there is a sense of dissonance, unreality, and fleeting. How we can use color wheel? There are many ways to use the scheme. I'll tell you about the 6 most popular. Triad, contrast and triad, analog triad, tetrad, complementary combination or contrast combination, rectangle. Let's analyze in detail on the example of makeup all these schemes. And I'm going to start by taking another look at myself in the mirror, thinking about what color I'm going to use as my primary. The feature of this method is that you have to choose the main color that you want to highlight, and based on it, you can use one of the Itten schemes. I choose green as my primary color. The first makeup is gonna be an analog triad. Analog triad or analogous colors, it's a combination of 2 to 5 colors that are adjacent to each other on the color wheel. An example is a combination of yellow-orange, yellow, yellow-green, green, blue-green. This combination of colors creates a sense of calm, harmony, the feeling that everything in this place. Let's take a closer look at these masterpieces. How do they make you feel? I would say it gives me a feeling of slow motion, a sense of relaxation and freedom. These paintings will not cause you a storm of emotions, but opposite, will cause you a pleasant smile. By the way, if you want to return home and feel calm, use this combination. Just remove visual noise and make your entire space in analogous colors. This is especially suitable if your work is related to stress. I think that this combination in outfit creates a sense of luxury, expansive, like rich girl. Not for nothing stylists always tell us about the multi-layer and combination in this style of analog shades. I think it might even be called a life hack. If you don't know what to wear, you use clothes with adjacent shades. What about makeup? This makeup will always feel like it's made for you, especially if you choose the right shade of cold or warm. It does not have to be full color, such as bright green, blue, or brown. It can be transparent and delicate shade that appears in a specific light, but it's always something that looks perfect on you. I choose blue because I just wanted to use something that I don't use much. Most of my life I use other Itten color schemes. I hope you understood. And next scheme, this contrast combination. This combination in which 2 colors on the color wheel are opposite each other. Such combinations are particularly contrasting but completely harmonious with each other. For example, red-orange and blue-green, yellow-orange and blue-purple, red-purple and yellow-green. The more the 2 colors differ from each other, the greater the contrast they created. And the more the contrast, the more visible they are to us. Contrasting combinations are often used to advertise in movie billboards, and the green-red combination, for example, is strongly connected with Christmas and holiday. Look at these paintings. The color creates a feeling of movement, like right now a girl with a pearl earring turned to you to tell you something important. And this is the maddest thing that Van Gogh has ever done. The star seems to carry us into the eternity. I think if these masterpieces were painted differently, I'm sure we wouldn't have paid attention to them. That's how the contrast stuck in our memory for a long time. I really want you to memorize color combinations, so I give examples from different spheres. So what about the interior? And what do you see here? I definitely like that combination. I think it's perfect for those who want to feel more energy in their lives, who want to turn their lives 180 degrees, and who need more feelings, I think. So if you feel stagnant in your life and want more change, start with this combination. Do you want to be remembered? Be a bright star in a huge space? The contrast combination is perfect for you. Remember that if you want to create a minimal look, then the outfit can be selected in one color. And accessories to choose in contrast. For example, blue suit and yellow handbag, or red dress and green earrings. And now let's talk about makeup. This type of makeup will maximize the color you need. If you want to highlight the beauty of the green shade, use pink or red. And yes, you don't have to put the shade on your eyes. You can make slightly pink shadows on the eyes, but make bright red lips and it will be gorgeous and very attractive makeup for green eye shade. And if you want to highlight blue shade, use sand beige and your eyes will become incredibly attractive. I used a pink shade because I wanted to experiment a little and try maximum contrast eye makeup for my shade. One of my favorite combination is the contrast triad. It's not always possible to solve color task using only two colors. The concept of contrasting triad can be used to create contrasting harmony times. The rule of contrast remains the same, but instead of choosing one of the opposite colors, two neighboring ones are chosen. Example, red-orange and green and red-purple, or purple and blue and yellow-orange. What can such a combination give us? A more calm contrast effect, where your eyes focus not on two bright opposite colors, but on a vague dynamics, some kaleidoscope of bright impressions. It is still bright and memorable, but not so super exciting. And again, my favorite question is, what are you feeling? I'd call them bright and really alive, like they're creating sort of mysterious, like someone's not letting us see what's going on, hiding something valuable. It's true, in all of these paintings, the authors have put the hidden meanings, and the color helped them perfectly. I think it's a real luxury combination, and if you want a truly royal atmosphere in the house, then be sure to use contrasting triad for your interior. As I said earlier, this is my favorite combination, and in outfit I like it especially. If we are talking about style, I think it's the most optimal. First, you will look really stylish. Second, when you see people on the street and you can't take your eyes off them, often says that they wear either a contrast combination or a contrasting triad. However, to me, that contrasting triad looks more restrained and solid. What about the makeup? With the contrast triad, you will be able to create different looks that will perfectly highlight your strength sides. And it will always be a combination of aristocratic and restrained, not daring and bold as a contrast combination. Here is my favorite makeup when I need to look spectacular and I don't have enough time. I do this makeup. Let's get down to the classic triad. The classic triad is a combination of three colors that are equally part of the color wheel. For example, red, yellow, and blue. The triad also has a high contrast, but in my opinion is more balanced. The idea is that one color dominates and emphasizes the other two. This composition looks bright even when using pale or unsaturated colors. So while you're thinking about the impressions that paintings create, I'll tell you about mine. I love the feeling of movement like in a contrast combination, as Van Gogh himself turns around and wants to ask, "Hey, how are you doing?" But at the same time, there is no so much awkward excitement, and I feel like we ourselves becoming the heroes of these paintings. So I would call this combination quite cozy. What about the interior design? I think that there is some arrogance, rebellion, youth, pomposity even possible. And what do you think? This interior reminds me of the fashion of 70s, 80s. Outfits in a classic trend are always a challenge to society. Yes, you could choose a contrast mix, but you're a creative girl and can wear such obvious color combinations, so you choose classic trend. You want your outfit to be said about you first. The word insolence comes to my mind when I think of makeup in a classic trend style. I guess such makeup can transform even the most innocent look into a fatal beauty. So remember that you can always use soft nude shades and your makeup will be more discreet but still impressive. Look what I've got. I've mixed blue and red orange to highlight the green shade of my eyes. The next combination is very unusual and it's tetrade. Finally, we moved on to more complex color combinations. The tetrade is the mix of four colors equidistant from each other on the color wheel. These colors differ in tone but also complement each other. Example, purple, orange, red, yellow, blue, green. This combination was very much loved by classical masters of painting and was often used in the Renaissance. Perhaps it is the golden middle between contrast and moderation. Look at these works of art, how they glow with color. It's like you're in a beautiful garden with incredibly beautiful flowers. Such masterpieces, I always want to explore a little longer in fear that I miss something. The interior always looks very impressive. It's on the verge of luxury and kitsch. You're likely to be confused by how such seemingly poorly matched colors create a truly expansive atmosphere. What about the outfit? Have you ever been to Milan and see the local women? So it seems to me that this color mix perfectly gives the feeling of youthfulness of your soul without concealing your life experience. You know what I mean. Just imagine the adult woman who looks much more relevant and modern than young girl. Here is makeup. It's always complicated and artistic makeup. If you want to experiment and create a truly vivid look, use this scheme. You can create it in pastel shades and it will give you a fantasy effect. I created a little more aggressive look. Red in eye makeup is not my favorite color, but I love to try something new. And the last combination is a rectangle. This scheme includes one primary and two additional colors, plus an additional color that emphasizes the accents. Example, blue-green, blue-purple, orange-red, and orange-yellow. This is the most complicated composition. It offers a greater variety of colors than any other scheme, but if all four colors are used in equal, the scheme may seem unbalanced. So you need to choose one dominant color. So again, we must avoid using colors in equal quantities. I call this combination the ideal mix of cold and warm shades, but it's a little bit too much. Yes, even looking at these works of art can be said that it is too much. Too much color, too much contrast. Why is it necessary? I think it creates an effect of dualism and it makes us dive into the atmosphere of something important and deep, shows instability like some two parts of ourselves. Look at this stunning, incredible interior design. Very often it is a favorite combination of Art Nouveau style. It's interior to enjoy, to think, not to live in. This is a very layered color scheme for the outfit, and only true genius and daredevils can find a perfect mix of clothes for the perfect rectangle. When I was preparing for the course and searching various photos on the internet, to my surprise, I almost didn't find anything. Do you know why? The world tends to monotony, and we truly forgot how to mix colors. See how composite and unusual makeup you can create based on this technique. I choose a more casual version. We've reviewed the most popular color schemes, but there are two colors, they are black and white. What to do with them? First of all, they suits everyone, but remember that white always increases. So you can use it to make your eyes or lips bigger, and black will shrink and make less, giving more contrast. I'm thankful for your attendance in this course, which I hope has provided you with knowledge and a foundation for your creativity. To conclude, I would like to encourage you to never be scared to be bright. Life is too brief to wear nude makeup.